Who is this?
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Pink Boys podcast, your guide to irrelevance and supposed relevance in crypto. I'm joined obviously by the three. Yeah, I guess so. The three wise men of crypto, Rice and Tyson. Tyson, say hi.
What's up, bitch?
What's up, bitch? What's up, mommy?
Body milkers for me?
No, not today. I'll check out the cows later. I'm also joined by Mad Aussie cunt Adam. Adam, say hi.
How are we, lads? How we doing?
I'm hanging in there for an old man. And then last, certainly not least. Actually, he's the least in my mind. So yeah, least. Hi. How you doing there, kid?
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yeah, you got your Vapo rub all lined up.
Yeah, it's Vapor Rub, and you rub it on your body, and it numbs muscle pains.
Really?
Does it numb the pain from crypto?
Yeah.
No, nothing does.
I've yet to find something that does. But speaking of pain, we've had some pain recently, but I'm gonna do that classic. Let's unpack this. This dump is bullish. Here's why kind of thing, because honestly, I was waiting for this. We had way too many days of positive price action.
I mean,
Bitcoin.
we were talking about it the other day, weren't we? And you did say you're looking for a move downwards.
I was looking for a move downwards, and I think we got a really, really healthy one down to what did it hit? What did it hit bottomed out truly? It hit like
43.5, I think.
Yeah,
okay. So it hit 43.5. There was a brief moment where everyone got rugged, and then it looks like things picked back up. Now we're crabbing. So I'll go to Tyson first, and we'll work our way around the horn. Tyson, what do you think about that most recent price action? Is it good or bad? And where are we heading afterwards?
Unironically, here's why this dump is bullish. No, but it is kind of bullish though. We went from like fucking 30K to like 54K or some shit. Has to cool off at some point, you know. I'd be more scared if it just didn't reset and it just went to like 64K. At that point, maybe it's like a double top or some shit, you know. But I think a retracement to like the range high at 41K is good. I don't think downside is over. I think we touched 41 really. That's the inflection point where
I know why I think it would be 41, because it's where we got rejected last time. 41.3 exactly, when we were rejected brutally down to fucking 28K there.
Oh, really? That's what happened. What, a few months ago?
Yeah,
in May?
Yeah. We hit 41 and then went down to 28K.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but that's the range high. We've broken that range high, so it makes sense to retest it and see how it works. You know, because that 41 to 28, that pretty much set the entire range for the post nuke. Like when we went from 60 to 30, we've just ranged in that 41 to 28K region for the entire time. Yeah. So it's a really strong area. And if we can retest it and pump off it and make it like rock solid support, I think all-time highs are in the cards.
Ooh, that's a big fucking call.
I think it's a little bit early to say that.
Ooh, okay.
I know.
Why you say that,
So we haven't validated any continuation yet. I wouldn't even argue we'd have validated it when we hit 52. It's a resistance area.
So what do you think would be a validation confirmation then? What would you need to see happen for it to be a confirmation?
I would want to see a excuse me.
It's that Vapor Rub.
It's that Vapor Rub. It's really easing the muscle pain right now.
It is.
Not the crypto.
It's easing your demented brain too, but keep going.
It's easing your sphincter.
53K. There you go. Weekly.
So that's what you want to see.
52.
Is that your final answer?
No.
How was it confirming bullish confirmation though? I mean, would you want to see like a retest of
It's because it would Where the fuck is my chart? Let me just pull it up. Why didn't I get this ready before?
All right. So while he's pulling up his chart, I'll just go ahead and say myself what I was thinking was I like what Tyson's onto with that 41, 42K stuff. I think for me, just within just sprouting out of the fountain of retardation that is my brain, the number that just came to me was 42K. And I think that's kind of a make or break number right now. And I think once we go past there, and I think if we go under like 39K, I'd be seeing 28K right after that.
I think 37 is the real scary thing if we lose 37. 39,
I think if we lose 41, we're going back to like 20K.
Wow.
Well, here's a stupid question that I don't think is that interesting, but maybe you guys might. Do you think that dumb El Salvador shit had anything to do with it? Because the timing is a little ridiculous. I mean, it was the literal day.
Like a few hundred Bitcoin, and for a country, that's nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't make exactly. There's definitely whales buying more than that, right? Or
do you see that press release? Do you see that press release? We're like, we're buying 30 more Bitcoins. It's like, oh, okay.
Wow, wow.
I mean, indirectly though, it could have had an effect. Like,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure like some whales they saw that news and they used it as an excuse to catalyze the market. So they probably saw that news and they're like, oh, this is a good time to dump. Well, so they made it look like it was from El Salvador.
I love checking in. Go ahead.
It was the Coinbase thing as well.
What was that?
So they got in trouble with the SEC.
Oh, yeah. No, we're gonna get to that at one point because I do want to talk about that. Not only with Sheep, but also with my boy Ripple back in the picture. But before I move it along a little bit more, did you find that chart that you misplaced earlier?
It's just it was just a trend line. It was respected. That's exactly. It's actually
a trend line.
It's just a trend line.
That's exactly where it's got rejected. It's got 1, 2, 3, now 4 hits.
Where'd it get rejected? Exactly at 52K? Is that what you mean?
Basically, bang on.
Yeah. So if we pass that, then we might see some greener pastures. I mean, I think it's certainly a good sign because it committed it was it's leveled out now. But if it crashed a little bit more after that, then I would have started to get very fearful. But it caught itself, and it seems like it was healthy enough. But people are just freaking out over any movement now. I think people are still frightened over what happened in May. They're not used to those good old 10% dumps that just come out of nowhere, right?
Right.
10%. That was like 30%.
Oh, is that what it was? It was 30%. The most recent one.
Not the most recent.
I think so,
one.
right?
No, the most recent one was about 20%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to talk about this recent move? We have to talk about the fucking moon.
What?
Dude,
moon?
I know. I fucking saw that cunt.
Oh,
dude, it happened within the fucking hour.
I'm so mad about
4
that.
4 hour, 1 hour, something like that. It was surreal.
I'm so fucking pissed off about that.
Well, the moon happened, and a lot of people were like, "What? Nothing's happening." And then a day later, it's like, "Watch this,
dude." It wasn't even a day later. It happened. Within, let me get it up. It happened
like within 12 hours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours.
Jeez, Moon was like
5 to 6.
Moon heard you talking shit. For anyone who's a little bit lost right now, I'll just very, very vaguely within an extremely limited scope explain, and maybe one of these guys could as well. People are starting to form the theory that Bitcoin's price, or maybe some smart whales, are manipulating, or that Bitcoin's price is actually governed by phases of the moon in some strange esoteric way. And it's whenever... Go ahead.
Say governed by the moon.
Okay.
Some would argue, or some people would say, oh, it's just being manipulated to look like that. Others would say, no, it's the moon. It has an influence in itself. It doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is, there's a strong correlation, especially this year.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is about this whole moon thing. It called the tops and bottoms in 2017, and it also called the local tops and the local bottoms in the Corona crash.
And honestly, just within this circle and even our extended loser crypto family. We've kind of been talking about it for a year now, and it's been
a little while.
It's been following that stuff. Adam, what do you think? You think it's bullshit or what?
I don't know, man. Like, a part of me is never going to accept that fucking arbitrary things happen based on what color the moon is.
Is that
The color.
Is that even what it is? Let me check it right now. Like,
Bro, have you
color?
ever look out
Oh,
the
it's
window,
green.
bro.
What the fuck?
Blue moon.
What the fuck? The moon is pink.
But you know what I mean.
What do they mean by this?
Do you like a rainbow moon?
Oh shit.
No, but it's like it's just I don't know. It's but like it this year it's had 100% strike rate, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah, that is true. And
the moon
go ahead.
does control the tides in the ocean.
Well, and there's also obviously the age-old, I guess, wives' tale in a way where whenever it's a full moon, hospitals are busier because crazier shit is happening because it has an effect on people emotionally. And I mean,
What, you think, like fucking werewolves are coming out.
I mean, that would be sick, but not even it couldn't even be. It might not even be astrological in that sense. It might just be, you know, the space spheres effects physically on humans in a way we don't understand yet, and maybe that influences trading in a certain way. I mean, that could certainly be something to think about. But for now, I mean, moon does thing, Bitcoin go down, and then I guess what? The next time moon does thing, Bitcoin go up, right? Or what?
Yeah, exactly.
All
I
can
mean,
say is,
maybe it's like synchronized, but it's not entirely related, right? Like,
Go ahead.
technically, there's no reason that Fibonacci should work. Like, why the fuck
I
does
don't know
the
about that, bro.
618 even like matter realistically? But it still works, right? So maybe
Fibonacci
there's just like
sequences
some
are
way
quite
that
well
it
established in mathematics.
synchronizes with the price action, you know.
I think you should tune up your G-Shock and work on that a little bit, Tyson. I mean,
Oh, can you
Is
not
it-
hear me?
No, that's not what I meant.
Your fucking watch.
Oh,
tune up your G-Shock watch.
Hey, yo, bro, your watch is kind of
What
low
are you
today.
coming off an acid trip, Tyson?
yeah, I just had acid yesterday.
Yeah, that's good. That's good
Knock
for
your
business.
legs out.
Yeah. What were we talking about right before that? What were you about to say? Yeah.
So and the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy boot, little
Okay.
boy blue, and the man in the moon.
Well, that must be something
I
that.
ruined that. I completely.
Oh, I get it. I didn't know those lyrics had something to do.
I think I think we're
Well, like, lads, think about it. Like, what
go ahead.
what mechanism does the moon actually have?
Oh, I
for
remember what
price
we were
action?
talking about. Fuck the moon for a second. We're talking about on planet Earth. You were talking about Fibonacci analysis. Isn't that actually like what? Isn't that like the imprint of nature itself?
Yes, that's what
It
I'm
is.
saying.
So
It
why
is.
would
Like
that
spirals
not
like
be-
tend to be Fibonacci, but like, why does price have to follow that
You need
number?
to
Like,
you need to expand your
there's no
horizons a bit.
mechanism
So the universe
that
itself
both
is
are
founded on
connected.
Fibonacci. So it makes sense for all anything numerical to follow that pattern. Or not just numerical, anything really.
Yeah, and people will go ahead and tell you that obviously numbers are baked into the very fabric of life, and that's how scientists are able to figure out stupid shit that they'd never actually seen, like germs, which, you know, are barely even real in the first place. So whatever.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are absolutely unreal and shouldn't have happened.
Australia.
Yeah, well,
Moon landing.
Australia shouldn't
Hey.
have happened,
No, it doesn't
Hey.
exist. Australia just doesn't exist.
especially lately.
I'm a paid actor.
Well, don't get me started on that, especially around this date. But
Dude, we are running out of funds, dude. I think we're gonna have to say goodbye to you soon.
I don't want to
fuck.
get excessively political, but Adam, I will say I've laughed, and maybe this is in New Zealand as well. I've laughed at a few videos online about it's literally a news story in Australia when a guy is walking down the street without a mask. Like, that's a news story. Like, they
kidding me?
report on it on like the
Guy was-
nighttime news, and they're
didn't have a
surrounded by
mask
like
on?
20 police officers. Like, it's so ridiculous.
I
And like,
support the
my
police.
country's a joke right now. So seeing that and laughing at that means a lot to me.
I actually had the cops called on me at
People
the
are
grocery
dying and
store.
you're
without my
Are you
laughing.
mask.
serious, Tyson?
Really?
Yeah, so I went in without a mask, and I think the guy just didn't see me or some shit. And halfway through, this old fucking retard snitches on me, and after like 5 minutes, I have like these 4 employees like running around the store with like a security officer trying to get me to put on a mask.
Sir, put on a mask. Sir.
How have you not gotten swatted by now, Tyson? You should literally. Are you doing this from jail?
Just for some context, I was actually talking to Tyson about this earlier.
Yeah.
He specifically left out the part of the story where he was shoplifting.
Okay, that's true. Well, I should attend your execution then if you were shoplifting.
I will
dirty.
say the
can't
last thing I
wait. I've got
shoplifted was
popcorn ready for
an
that.
avocado.
I shoplifted an Airhead when I was 15 and returned it because I felt so guilty. So that says a lot about my pathetic character. But
Dude, I don't care. Shoplifting is fucking based, dude.
nah,
Oh, what the fuck?
nah,
What is this turning into?
I'm not with you on that. I'm not with you on that. But
Like not from like a mom and pop store, but like if it's from a fucking massive grocery store, who gives a fuck?
do they have
It's just like-
CVS's over where you are?
No.
I guess like a pharmacy store. I guess from there maybe like a
Yeah,
chain.
we have that.
But,
Yeah.
But speaking of stealing and stealing my brain cells, which you guys do often, but also stealing money by lost opportunity. Solana, I'm not in it.
Oh,
let's
God.
talk
my
about that.
God.
So what?
Solana.
Do you guys? Was this ever on your radar? Was there a reason why it was or wasn't?
Yes,
I mean, it was
it
showed
was,
to me. It was showed to me 6 months ago, and I was just like, seems cool, and then just went about my
We
day.
talked about
So-
this. We were showed this at $1 by our friends. Well, I guess our friends that did buy Solana, especially at $1. Good God, are they doing well right now?
Oh God, yeah.
Was it ever under $1 or no? Was it one of those deals?
No, I think the all-time low was $1.
Or do you guys remember when it went on Coinbase maybe or no?
No.
Didn't
No.
really pay attention.
No, but speaking of coins and Coinbase, let's go sheep bros.
I don't know
What's the
if
price of
you've,
sheep right now? Let me see.
Adam, I know you just woken up.
Yeah.
You might want to check that on Coinbase.
Oh no.
I'll jump around a little bit. So maybe I'll try and explain it the best to what I was able to perceive when it happened. So I know you 3 are little fucking sheep bots, and you had your little Inu coins. Well, at least 2 of you are. We're holding on to sheep.
Okay. Let me put the record straight. No, we are. But let me just set the record straight.
Oh, what
okay?
the fuck? Lol.
So how do I put it? I had a dream, and in my dream, someone came to me and told me SHIB is gonna pump hard, like an exchange listing. Lifting? You got me on shoplifting now. And it was with that knowledge, that prophecy, that I decided to long it.
Okay, so you are in it then.
No, I got liquidated.
Oh, okay, good.
I had my I didn't have any big positions, so I figured may as well just put in a little bit of margin on high leverage. And
So-
I'd made sure my liquidation was below the all-time low. And funnily enough, it actually hit a brand new all-time low, and then it pumped.
So
I want
what
to
I
preface by
saw,
saying that we weren't those people that FOMO'd in the SHIB or Doge the entire way up. I wish I was, but we weren't those people.
I almost was.
Yeah.
But what I noticed yesterday was that first off, I think a Coinbase listing was imminent. I mean, anyone could have read the signs on that one, but I saw that it was up like hundreds of percentage points, like 500 or 600, 1,000% when it was on Coinbase, and I was like, God damn, I can't believe I didn't even at least think to get involved in that. And then I realized it was kind of all bullshit. Can any of you illuminate why for me?
So, what seemed to have happened? Okay, so here's the thing: SHIB is quite I don't want to say obscure, but when it comes to like the masses, like people that aren't into crypto, who are more familiar with Doge, SHIB isn't as accessible to them because the main gateway is Coinbase, right?
Yes.
This is just what I'm guessing happened. So I'm guessing a massive influx of retail came in, and you can see this on social media and stuff as well. As soon as it launched on Coinbase, all of the masses were able to flow in and buy, and that probably caused the run up.
Oh, so normal people were allowed to buy SHIB at this time on Coinbase while it was going up like 1,000%.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought people were frozen out. Didn't someone get frozen out at some point?
With withdrawals were stopped. as soon as
Like,
arbitrage got out
I
of
thought
hand.
Sheep just launched on Coinbase. How come?
It did. No,
It did.
They disabled withdrawing as soon as the arbitrage got out of control.
It was literally like
Oh.
up like the difference between the Binance price and the Coinbase price were like hundreds to 1,000% up. Wait, were you watching this unfold, Adam, or what?
No, but I heard it was happening. I just checked the price, and yeah, now it's more in line with the Binance price.
Yeah,
I-
it's really sad because I at this point I've seen like at least like 10 posts of people on like Reddit and Twitter. No, I don't like Reddit, but
That's okay.
why did I even say that? Why
You're
did
in
I
a
even say
safe
that?
space. You're in a safe space. I went on. You know why? I started talking about that stupid El Salvador stuff because I like to go on our Bitcoin during crashes to watch people cope, and all it was posts of like people posting about like El Salvador. It's like, look at this pizza guy who got paid in Bitcoin. Everyone's like, wow, this is the future. So it's like whatever.
Wasn't that a thing in 2017 with Nano or something?
It's been
That's
a
always been a
thing.
thing.
It is the thing. For some people, still
It's never
think
going to go away.
it's all about retail transactions. But so basically, what happened was, I guess people were holding onto their sheep and they couldn't sell it at this gigantic gain, and they couldn't
Yeah.
withdraw it either.
Well, the worst part was that people, because now it's on Coinbase, people now have the opportunity to invest, and because they've heard so much hype around this, and it's like a similar story to Doge, but they're seeing this pump in real time. People were putting their life savings into SHIB just as it had launched.
Hey, that's how you make the money.
Here's the thing. I don't blame Coinbase because this was arbitrage. What's the term?
No, that's the correct term. That's the correct term.
It was out of sync. Okay, so
Mhm.
and people were so it pumped. It was out of sync. Arbitrage is out the ass.
So
People
that's
were
the
throwing in
natural
their life
market at
savings.
work.
And when
there.
it dumped, people were
Mhm.
complaining naturally, but they're claiming it's market manipulation or something. It's a form of manipulation, right? But
Sure.
this is a case of like anyone could see that this was coming.
I think so. I mean, how could it not? It's funny when people first got into crypto, I guess in the first, I don't know, one of the first bull runs in 2017, a lot of people would buy Ripple because it was like, wow, it's only 20 cents. Imagine if it were the same price as Bitcoin at $10,000. So people would buy that for that reason. I think that's why people get sheep. They're like, I got 1 million sheep for only putting in X amount of dollars. I'm gonna be rich someday. They don't understand.
Sheep equals $1. I got $1 million. Wow.
Exactly. So they're like, all it has to do is get to $1. That stuff is like fucking candy for losers sitting on just Coinbase all day. They're like, I'm gonna
understand. They don't understand the theory and stuff behind getting to $1. Because like $1 to them doesn't seem like that much, but like it's the current price of sheep is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of $1's asshole. So it's
I do want to say though, on the flip side, they meme the fucking like, oh, if I had 1 million of these, but if they get to $1, I'll be rich. That thing literally happened with Doge. Like it went from like 0.001 cent to like 70 cents.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that I actually agree with is the dumber you are, the more money you can make.
Only in bull markets. Only when it rallies up.
Yeah.
You know what Sergey says? Sergey
What does he
himself said on the Lex Fridman podcast that if you're really smart, you're going to make it anyway. It's inevitable.
Oh, that sucks
If
for
you're
me.
If you're not, you're fucked.
He did not say that. Did he say that?
He didn't say fucked, but he said you're
No,
screwed.
I know that. Yeah.
That caught me by surprise because Sergey's in crypto, and surely he must see how many retards make it.
Wait, he actually said you're screwed?
Yeah, he said something.
I think I was paraphrasing him, but the gist of it is pretty interesting to me. Actually, I'm surprised.
That would be pretty savage if he said that.
He said something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
if you're really really smart, like you're truly smart, you're inevitably going to make it.
Wow.
And I mean, when he says you're so I mean, put it this way, right? This is probably a very, very high standard he's saying here, because there are smart people. I mean, we all know this. There's loads of smart people that don't make it. So we're talking beyond that. Like, we're talking probably Sergey tier.
I mean, if you're smart, but you weren't smart enough to capitalize on your intelligence, are you really even that smart? You know?
That's an
Yeah, I
interesting
mean,
question.
it's
what if you're born
like-
in a shithole, though?
Yeah. Go ahead, Adam.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, no,
you
I
could
was
still
just-
be successful within your parameters.
I would say, like, obviously it's kind of means based in a way. Like, you can't fully capitalize, on your brains or wits, as it will. Like, if you can't go to a place to like do it, so you don't have enough money or, whatever, to go to university and, go to a degree and stuff, like, and to get the full amount out of you. Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's something that I think about sometimes. Is like, for some reason, and I don't know if this is a strictly American thing, because all we do is worship money and GDP, because we're a lost
and a couple of other things.
A lost soulless corporate nation, yeah, and a couple of other things. But the first thing people say about someone who's rich in this country is that they're really smart. They're like, dude, he's so rich. Like, he's the smartest guy. Like, he's so rich. And I'm just kind of like, it doesn't compute with me, those two things, for some reason. Like, you could be an extremely intelligent, philosophical, deep thinker and obviously just live in a hut outside the city or something like that.
I mean, I guess it depends, like, how you define smart. If you just define smart as like how successful you are, then Kim Kardashian's a fucking genius, right?
I think
no, she is.
I mean,
She is.
as an
She turned a video of her cheeks getting clapped into $1 billion empire, and I respect that every single day I fucking breathe on this earth.
that is such an awful video too.
Well, why do you respect that though? It just seems like so gross that society would reward someone.
Well, yeah, but it's not. That's not her fault. That's not her fault that society is the way it is. She's just fucking making
in place
lemons out of lemonade.
She do.
And also, just to be very fair to Kim, just a quick micro simp, like 20 years gone over this chick. But, we talk about that video, but that whole family has been grinding on that fucking show, which just ended, for literally like a decade now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They know how to promote themselves. They know how to popularize themselves. And I don't think getting wealthy takes being smart. I think it takes big balls, not referencing or removing your own big balls. Like, it's like someone in that family. Or motivation and big balls. That's what I think. Because these people who get wealthy in crypto, they take gigantic amounts of money that they came into out of nowhere, and they bet it again. They double down or up or down, however you want to say.
And then a couple of them fucking end up hanging from the bedroom ceiling. So, like,
Here's the thing. I mean,
go ahead.
This isn't even just crypto. We can talk about stocks, and it's the same thing, right? In 1930s, the crash. I mean, we all know what happened then. It's
do we?
The exact same thing.
Do we?
Are you a time traveler?
What are you trying to imply here?
You know history, right?
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were talking about the stock market crash in the 20s. You mean the Great Depression?
Yeah, the Great Depression. Okay. Yeah, there were people. There were people roping.
Oh, like literal roping. Yeah, there were.
Always will be.
Yeah. It's nothing new. Going back to the point about rich people being smart or dumb. Or whatever,
go ahead.
I think there's different levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big difference between a trust fund baby and a true entrepreneur.
And
then you've got you've got trust fund babies, you've got entrepreneurs, and then you've got like people who sort of pass work down to generations, and they kind of train the next generation to carry.
Yeah, like kind of like, well, because the thing is, isn't it, the whole thing is, if you're not careful, your family will lose all its wealth in like 3 generations.
Yeah, something.
And so like families who have been rich for like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, like there's a certain amount of intelligence, and wisdom on like keeping the family rich, So yeah, for sure.
I guess that's cunning and proper child rearing as well. That has a lot to do with it. But we have a desiccated, destitute, destined for failure culture right now. At least in America. Maybe over there, who knows? But
it just sucks, like seeing like dredges in society just be rewarded. Like
what in society?
Like absolute like scum. Like the fucking Cash Me Outside girl, she made like $2 million off her OnlyFans. Like, why is it allowed?
But she worked herself as a popular figure after that.
She found a gap in the market and filled it. Like, you got to respect that.
Shouldn't be allowed to.
And she's making us seethe. She's making us seethe. And that's a fucking win.
Yes. Did you say she shouldn't be allowed to, Tyson? Is that your inner Chinaman coming out? Hey,
Yes.
I thought she was funny, and then she marketed herself. And you know what? Wow, I can't believe I'm saying this. The stupid shit that I plug myself into on a daily basis. But she was supposed to go on the main stage of Coachella, and she stepped back and said, "You know what? I'm not ready for this yet. I'm gonna wait till I get I'm a little higher up and in the right mindset. Then I'll go on the main stage." And I didn't have that much wherewithal when I was a 16-year-old girl. You know,
oh yeah, 16? when you were a girl, Moya, I got to tell us, right?
Yeah, she was pretty young when that happened, if I remember. But all
for the viewers that don't know, the reason he's simping for is because he subscribes to OnlyFans.
Hey, I just had to see what it was all about. It was all over the news. But I'll put a cap on this real quick, and you guys can see it any way you want. And I promise you, I'm not trying to be controversial when I say this, but Trump is an inarticulate person. And I don't think he's particularly intelligent, but he became literally the most discussed and talked about person in the entire world for 4 years, whether you liked him or hated him, through the pure brashness and insanely high dedication to his own ego. That's not
very high.
I don't think he was dumb though. I think that's pretty smart.
I don't
to market himself in that manner.
I think he's brash, and he knows how to run the news cycle, but I don't think he's an intellectual, and I don't think his success comes from being an overtly smart, traditionally smart person. But
I mean, if you think about it, like lots of other people have big egos.
I'm not trying to have like a Trump theory thing. Go ahead.
To go as far as he did, you know, like a lot of people have big egos, but to go as far as he did,
you have to have the biggest ego in the world, and he does. So. You know, Adam or Ari, do you have any comments on that? I just had to get that off.
Well, I would just know. Wait,
go ahead, Adam. Go ahead. Adam.
I would just say, like, you know, again, love him or hate him, like Trump was incredibly successful at capturing media, like, you know, media airtime, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, like, yeah, he became the most discussed person on the earth for 4 years because, yeah, I mean, maybe not him, but maybe he employs the right people, and that also takes a certain level of, you know, intelligence as well, like deferring to other people who you know knows better than you. And we'll never know what the fuck goes on between Trump's ears, but like,
that's true.
I still have to believe that he's a smart lad, and you wouldn't make it the way he has. If he wasn't.
He's a good lad. Ari, what you got? Anything real quick?
I just wanted to add that when it comes to like smarts, I think there's something beyond, or not beyond, but something that sits either between or next to like street smarts and book smarts. Whatever that is, I think Trump's got that. It's like a kind of
that's a good point.
He's the most street smart person in the world.
Almost logical / crafty / grindy kind of thing. Like to be able to visualize what path you need to take for like continuation. Also, sound like a Sigma male kind of retard.
Sigma Trump grind set.
Yeah, not sound
but also,
like that. But
what people don't understand is Trump was a fucking Democrat until like 2011.
He literally, honestly, I can't stop saying things, but he, in a way, almost governed ideologically as a New York City liberal from 25 years ago. It's literally it's honestly incredible that people were so bent out of shape over someone that basically had the same ideological views as them, you know, within decades of remembrance. Whatever, but we'll
so you think if you teleported Cuomo back 30 years, he'd react the same way as Trump did?
I'm Italian. What are you talking about?
He just started grabbing
Italian, all right?
All the women that were like 45 would now be 25. So he'd just start grabbing around everywhere. It'd be sick for him. So he couldn't keep it. But I'll move it away. I'll move it away from Trump and Trump coin, which I think is still a thing. But I forget. Is it still a thing? I forget.
Surely.
I mean, it's on the blockchain. It's for
it outperformed Link.
Yeah, I bet it did. Okay, yeah, you got me going. You got me going. Actually, so I have a problem. I have an addiction.
I know.
This is AA right now. I met Sergey. I'm a big time Link holder, and I did something this last week that changed me. I let go of my Link and I FOMO'd into Phantom, and I tell you
all of it.
No.
Okay.
That'd be like getting a divorce. I'm not ready. We're just seeing other people, you know. I foamed into Phantom, and I gotta tell you guys, and I want everyone to hear this because I'm sure you've all been in a similar situation. It feels fucking good to let go of the coin that you're married to. Phantom can plummet to 5 cents. I don't fucking care. I got out of the Link cult for but a moment, and it feels really, really good. And honestly, I think Phantom's got big things in store for it. Can't tell you exactly what it does, but that's the way I like it. So I don't know.
No, Moya.
Go ahead.
One thing,
I'm fully with you on this
one
one,
thing
man.
you've got to remember is you're here forever. And so
You are here forever.
I don't think we are really.
No.
Like, it
No,
takes a
you're
lot
lying.
of like effort,
You're
but
lying.
you can break out of it if you want to.
Yeah, not to have a Link commiseration session, but I know Tyson, you made some moves outside of Link lately, and how are you feeling about those? This is like therapy.
I sold
It's like we're
20%
sitting in a
of my Link
circle.
for Polkadot. I think like 2 weeks ago.
And what made you do that?
Polkadot.
What made you do that?
I don't know, man. I was just so fed up with the way Link was acting during this market cycle. Like it had no right to act the way that it did. You know, it should have been at least
I mean, it had
triple
no
digits.
right.
And you know, I deserve better. I can do better.
Calling for some kind of like chain link civil rights movement or something.
The fact that you can talk about Link as if it's a person is like how you know you're married to it. Like, I just feel like it wasn't treating me nicely. When you know,
it didn't appreciate me.
Yeah, right. What do you think?
No, I agree. I just want to feel special again, bros.
Yeah, I know. I want those early days where we loved each other and everything was going so well, and you know, mainnet was announced, and then Coinbase, and then
it's a lot of fun.
Mixicals?
Oh my god, I remember Mixicals too. I would call it icicles.
Remember Delphi?
Oh my god, yeah. I actually met some real life people from that fucking chat. Oh god, I don't want to get started. But I will say it's refreshing to just follow another scene, getting other discussions, and just kind of see and realize that there's an entire world out there. You know that M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Village, where like, well,
yeah.
Where like at the end you find out he's just on outside of a highway in Pennsylvania. Yeah. It's like I just got on that highway and I just got into like the Phantom fucking taxi cab or whatever was out there, and you know it's really, really refreshing. So Tyson made a bit of a move to Dot. Adam, what are you just an RSR cuck now, or are you doing anything?
Cuck? Excuse me. Well, I've been saying if you can't have been listening, like I've been shilling my rosies to you bros.
Oh, true.
Had been shilling rose. So no, I'm not a cuck. Thank you very much. I'm an RSR Chad. I'm a Rose Chad. And you bet your ass I'm still a fucking Link Chad.
But didn't Rose do like cool stuff recently? Didn't Rose?
Dude,
like
Rose like 3x'd in like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is that on the rankings? Is that like top 30 yet, or where is that?
I don't know.
I think I have it open right
Rose
now.
makes me want to rope. I got showed it in December last year.
Oh, so did I actually, and I didn't buy it, but I have some now.
Honestly, over the last few years, or the last 6 months alone, you could just take something you were shilled 6 months ago and throw like 10 grand at it, and then it's just guaranteed to go up at some point, unless it's chain link.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Like we got so preoccupied with like the fact that in a bear market, fundamentals pump coins, right?
Yeah,
that
true.
We didn't realize that in a bull market, it literally doesn't fucking matter. Like anything is going to pump.
Is that true, Tyson?
I wish we just
the fundamental
like
thing? I never thought about
fundamentals. They keep projects afloat during bearish market conditions.
And Link was legit.
Yeah, and Link had like great fundamentals, but we just got stuck in that fundamental mindset that we didn't realize like, oh shit, the market's so bullish that even fucking Doge can 100x, which it did.
And it's also
we've mentioned this before, but like just the Link BTC chart tells the entire story. And if you know a little bit about technicals, blow off tops, the parabolas, just the basic pennants, they tell you enough. You just listen to all of them or any of them.
I'll tell you what, though, when it hit 36 like a week or two ago, I was starting to believe again. And then Bitcoin's like, never mind.
I don't know. Even 36 was. I mean, here's the thing. While it was hitting 36, Phantom, Solana, they were going up hundreds of %.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Aren't you, Tyson? Didn't you get in on Luna a little bit? Isn't that like a thing?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty happy on that shit. I bought Luna at 33, and now it's like 42. I think Luna hits triple digits.
Oh, really? You think it's here to stay?
Oh, guys, I just noticed something. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Go on.
SPY just potentially broke out of its wedge.
Oh,
SPY?
S&P 500.
SPX.
Yeah, I didn't even know people talked about it being in rising and falling wedges. So is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Pretty much the entire anyone who's charting SPY is paying attention to this.
So tell us, educate me, Ari. What's
educate us.
Oh, it's basically just a massive rising wedge, starting from the COVID crash up until now, and it just broke it. And
are we saying up only?
No, it broke it down.
Oh,
that's like
this is a bad thing.
That's world ending kind of.
Oh, yeah, but dude, at the same time, all they need to do is just print a bunch of money or have like a good Powell session.
So if you want to talk about quantitative easing, then I guess you can look at the DXY, and that I'm getting caught up in my own grandeur of ideas. Anyway.
Wow, you're just such an illustrious gentleman. Fucking Britishman, I swear to God. Go ahead.
Okay, so I saw this incredible chart. On the, I won't say where it was from. So it was a fractal. It was a fractal on Bitcoin.
I think we all know.
From 2013, and it's not the double top. It's not the double top super mega bull run. This is an alternative one. And the fractal was applied from around January or something. And it lined up with the triple heads that we had between February and May.
Oh, on Bitcoin, the triple top.
And it even followed, and it's even following this recovery. Here's the thing. This fractal was implying a 10-year bear market on cryptocurrency as a whole. With a generational low at $8,000 in 2029.
Oh, yes.
For Bitcoin. It's tied in together with a Bitcoin gold chart as well. It's also very interesting. And then of course
they're all correlated?
This is all tied together. So there's a Bitcoin gold chart, there's a Bitcoin USD chart, there's this fractal, and then there's also, so we already know, I don't know if we've mentioned it before, but gold is in a massive multi-year cup and handle. It's one of the most bullish things I've ever seen. So, and then this is also tied to another chart on other trad markets like SPY. So this guy found a fractal he took from Bitcoin, and he applied it to gold on a multi-year chart.
Okay.
And it's following it.
It's following gold? Just more what?
No. So this gold is following this Bitcoin fractal from 2014.
Oh, I see.
So this is all connected. I have to say it this way. So this is implying gold's going to go on a massive bull run to about $13,000 something. Here's the interesting part. So with cryptocurrency in a bear market, trad's also doing shit. It kind of makes sense for gold, especially with gold's technicals right now, to moon. You could even see gold hit something like 13,000 whatever.
That would make a lot of countries very rich.
Well,
Okay,
the
so here's
last
thing.
time
With the Bitcoin generational low around 8,000 or something in 2029, and like the general ranges being around like 10k, 13k or something, it's realistic for one Bitcoin to equal. What do they measure gold in again? Ounces?
One gold. One gold.
Bitcoin. Yeah, one gold.
One gold.
One gold to equal one.
How much did Judas betray Christ for? Maybe it's going to be pegged to that amount, like 13 pieces of silver or something like that.
But just consider this. Consider a 10-year bear market in crypto. That's going to kill everything.
I'd rather not.
I have something extremely interesting that has confluence with that as well.
Go ahead, Tyson.
So
Wait, hold on. Before
look at
just hold it
the-
for a second before you get into that. So basically, Ari, what you're saying is this guy is overlaying the price of gold over a Bitcoin chart, a version of it, and he thinks that gold is following this chart
It's
to the
more than
point
just that.
where
There's a lot of layers to this.
Okay.
Honestly, this could be an entire video on its own.
layman's terms, and basically what you're saying, this will result in obviously gold increasing, which obviously correlates with a lot of bad things that could potentially happen in our economy. I guess that's a layman's way of explaining it. And Tyson, why do you think that's not true?
No, I do think it's true. I've got confidence.
Oh, okay. I thought you were okay.
So during the insane pump in trads in the 2000s, the .com boom, the chart looked pretty much the same as it did now. Like shit was going literally vertical, right? After it broke the parabola, it entered like a 13-year bear market before it finally reached like it broke out of the range that it set. And if that was to happen, that would correlate with the 10-year bear market for crypto as well. And if you look here, I mean, well, you can't look here, but when the parabola,
I'm looking at it. I am looking at it.
I can
when the
imagine.
parabola broke,
Paint me a beautiful portrait.
it didn't dump straight away. It actually crabbed for about, I think, like nearly 2/3 of a year before dumping down. So it was distributing for 2/3 of a year before the real dump began. And the dump took around about 3 years. So 3 years of dumping. So if you line this up with where we are now, if it breaks
about Bitcoin
now, yeah, Bitcoin. If
Okay.
it breaks, oh, sorry, this is SPX. So
okay.
if SPX breaks parabola now, we crab, if this model like happens again, we crab somewhere up until the mid to end of 2022. And then
Oh
that's
my
when the real
God.
dump
Dude,
begins.
I'm looking at the
which
chart right now.
coincides with the end of crypto.
That lines up exactly with this fractal. I'm looking at it right now. I just got it up.
Yeah.
I was wrong. The fractal he drew actually covers all of the 2017 run, all of the 2018 bear
I feel
market,
like we're like cavemen
the
discovering fire here right now.
and the entire. I need to send you this image. This fractal covers all of 2017's run up, all of 2018's bear market, the COVID crash, and the entire run up to 64k, the three heads, and the dip down to wherever it was we dipped, and the run up to right now.
So it's over. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that this fractal has so far proven to be very, very reliable. And not only
So
that,
what to say next? Like go up from here or crab?
so I'm looking at the bigger one right now. Basically, the guy says a really, really, really shitty 10-year bear market. We have a mini bull run around 29, 30 or something. Here's the kicker. 2037-ish, it seems. 2038.
Jesus.
No, wait. Okay, between 2037, it seems like Bitcoin's going to go from about $80,000 to $1 million in 2041. That's the true
That's
bull run,
20 fucking years.
according to this.
Yeah, just hold for 20 years, bro.
I don't know, viewers. Some of our viewers.
You
are gonna
sound
be
like
listening to
Sergey
this.
when you say that, Adam. Some projects just take 10 years to complete.
Some people are gonna fucking freak and call us a retard, and we are retards.
And they'd be half right.
We're not.
But honestly,
none of
it
us
does
are
kind of
saying-
make sense though.
of
Bitcoin
us
has
are
gone up
saying this is
so
gonna
much.
happen.
It's gone up like 1,000,000%. The only way that it could like blow off all the steam would be like a massive macro bear market. You know, a bear market that you can even see on the log scale as well.
I don't think there's. I think there's too amazing as this sounds. I don't think the market cap is large enough to have more traditional action like that. Does that make sense to you? Like, I don't think you can have a multi-year bear market on a coin that can be quote unquote easily manipulated. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're applying traditional concepts to what is kind of a young equity in Bitcoin, right?
But the thing is, though, crypto is correlated, no matter how small it is,
very
with
much
trad
correlated
markets.
with trads now.
Yeah,
That is true. Very good point. Very good point. Well, it also coincides with the cycle of the mystery of the Shemitah calendar, but you guys aren't ready for that But
God.
if you're woke as
Y'all
fuck,
are ready for this tea.
no, you're really not ready for it. But if you're woke, look at Shemitah cycles in the biblical Old Testament, and maybe you'll be a successful investor like me someday.
There is also the fact that Bitcoin has only ever existed in a traditional bull market. You know, trad bear market, and there's a real chance that crypto is also in a bear market.
I'll tell you what, though, if you want to talk about being in a permanent bull market, I think the stock market compared to Bitcoin is like, I mean, look at it for the last decade the last century since the inception of the Federal Reserve. It's only gone up with the occasional just suicidal panic crash every like 2 or 3 decades. So
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, dude. It will at some point enter a bear market.
No, up only forever, please.
Yeah, everyone knows it.
Well, what are we gonna do after that happens then?
Also, there's so much blood to be shed in trads. Like, I literally watched a TikTok, and this guy unironically said, it's better to not sell your stocks because over time they always go up.
Oh my God.
Like, these people have to be punished.
But these are the people making money too. These are the people throwing money at Doge. These are the people buying fucking GameStop and shit. Like, what?
True. But how do you think they felt when the .com thing crashed? They probably weren't doing so hot, right?
What stocks? Are we talking about like Microsoft, Google, Apple, like blue chips? Or
these blue chips,
yeah.
Blue chips. I mean, I honestly don't think big tech's going to be hit too hard.
Well, no, because they run shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, everything we do.
In that sense, I think it's probably not that bad of a hedge.
No, I think they're overvalued, like, by a lot.
How come?
Just the vibe.
Just my vibe.
I just feel it, man.
Emotional trading.
I want to, like, people always have like subscriptions, like all those stupid fucking drop shippers that end up just being like Forex traders with like algo bots and like subscribe for $10. I want to do a subscription on like how to be like really dumb and like invest like an idiot, and like that will make you money.
Idea.
Yeah, like
it's the entire thing's a counter signal.
Yeah, it's a polar opposite signal, and then it could just be like, hey, I'll teach you how to invest like a moron, and then you can make money, and that I mean buy Phantom. So
I don't think that's a bad idea, mainly because a lot of people, all you have to do is just teach them what mistakes to make. So going all in on shitcoin or this is typical new money kind of thing.
I mean, to be fair, that already exists. Just go on Twitter, search up Link, and just counter trade every single one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give people a few nuggets on the way out the door. I mean, I've definitely shilled Phantom a little bit because I don't know. I'm just excited to be in something that's not Link. I'll go around the horn. I got plenty more to say about Chainlink and its team, but I'll save it for off air. I don't want to get sent to the Cayman Islands or anything and executed as a news reporter. But I'll just go around the horn, and I want you guys to briefly tell me just kind of what you're looking at and what kind of shitcoin you're into these days, and see if anyone can glean anything useful out of it. Tyson, you go first.
Polkadot, RSR, Luna, and maybe XRP and SNS.
I can't with the RSR. But I'll give you big credit.
Dude, trust the plan. I'm going to be proven right.
You showed FTX a while ago to us, FTT. And FTT, is that what it was? That was fucking sick. That was good for you. And also you're for some reason
take my own advice.
You're an accidental savant when it comes to predicting what XRP is going to do. And if Tyson tells you to buy it, you should do it, because he's for some reason like the Rain Man of predicting like what XRP is going to do within a 12-hour window. So
he's fucking plugged in.
Plugged in. Adam, without saying RSR or Link, I'm just kidding. You could say RSR if you want, but what are you looking at these days?
I've got a bit of capital coming in the next couple of days, and I will be slurping up some RSR cheap. I'm sorry.
Would you have a successful widget business or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
Tyson knows all about it. And yeah, I'll be slurping up some RSR cheapies, and when that shit goes to $1 each, and I'm a bajillionaire, and you're still fucking shoveling shit for the plebs,
I wish
And
I had a simple job like that. Life would be a lot easier.
then we'll see who the real fucking Chad is.
All right. Well, he's gone and done that whole thing. What do you think? What do you got on your mind these days?
Not much. I'm just gonna scalp Bitcoin futures and ETH, chill and Link for a bit.
Yeah, I like what you pointed out about Link. I actually took a look at your Twitter. You had a few charts. I think you said it was trying to break out of like a triangle on the Link ETH chart. Did that mean something to you or what?
Oh yeah, it was
And everything.
That means everything.
It tried. It failed.
It's all right.
It didn't
There's always
confirm.
another day.
It dumped right down below. It's actually. Oh, okay. So on the 4 hour, it broke out and then it retested it and then it pumped. And it kind of like slowly creeped down to like maybe retest the order block. That's what it seemed like. And then Bitcoin did its shitterino. But
Yeah,
Not the heckin' shitterino.
More importantly, on the 1 day, it the second candle didn't successfully retest. So that's yeah.
All right. Well, fair enough. Thanks for your always welcome Link analysis that we're all just absolutely pining for every moment of every day. So, in closing, you all need to say goodbye. And you know what? Real quick, everyone say what you're gonna have for fucking breakfast tomorrow. I don't know, Tyson.
I'm gonna have scrambled eggs and smoked salmon on toast.
No, you're
Whoa.
not. That's ridiculous.
I am.
Cough, you're
I
not
literally
having
just bought smoked salmon yesterday.
Wow.
So
All right.
can
Send
use it.
post a pic of that because that's kind of based, actually. Adam, what about you?
Yogurt and cornflakes with a nice cup of coffee.
Cereals for literal children. All right. Ari, what about you?
Maybe just a bowl of fruit and some green tea.
Oh, what a good healthy kid.
So quaint. So quaint.
No kombucha for you, kid.
I don't have any at the moment, so green tea would have to do.
Y'all need some Chad meat for breakfast.
I don't want to eat something that heavy for breakfast. That's
Yeah, I
ridiculous.
like bacon though. Bacon's good.
Dude, I had carbonara for breakfast. It was pretty
Anyway,
based.
You had carbonara?
Carbonara. Spaghetti.
That's
No,
carb
that's
heavy, you retard.
disgusting. Oh God! All right, I'm shutting this down. I'm calling the police. That's ridiculous. All right, until next time. Later, guys.